Okay, so Aston Villa were playing Stevenage. I decided to watch this game instead of the Chelsea-Man City game because there's a chance of a shock on here, and I was proven right, and I actually really enjoyed this game, and I'm kind of glad Stevenage have won in the first ever meeting between the two clubs. Let that sink in. First time the two clubs have ever met each other, and Stevenage have the bragging rights going forward until their next meeting, whenever that may be. Now, the game, yes, VAR has had an impact. There is a red card, there is a penalty, and we've seen a lot of penalties so far in this FA Cup. And this is the first round where VAR is being used at the Premier League grounds only. So we have seen some games like the Sheffield Wednesday Newcastle game where there was no VAR. And ironically, that could have had an impact on the game had VAR been implemented at that game. The Leeds Cardiff game, again, no VAR. And again, could that have had an impact upon the game should it have been implemented? Here we do have VAR. It has had an impact. It's ruled out a goal and it's given a penalty and a red card. Or it's backed up the referee in that decision making. Now, ironically, it backs up the referee in his decision making because he goes with his decision and the VAR backs it up and confirms the decision. So I think it's worked in that respect. However, the first VAR decision I think is marginal. It is not a clear and obvious error, even though it's actually backing up what the ref has given. So I don't. This is where the interpretation and use of VAR gets a bit grey. Yes, the VAR check for offside for the opening goal, which is disallowed, is correct for Stevenage. It gives Villa a little bit of a break there. They get a bit of luck there, and it helps Villa go in 1-0 up at half time. So Stevenage, I think, started the first half the better of the two sides, and could you argue, in years past, is that a clear and obvious error? Yes, the referee and his linesmen have definitely made the decision. The VAR's backed that up, but surely VAR was meant to be brought in to correct clear and obvious errors, and that's a marginal decision at best. The fact they've got to draw lines on the screen to say, oh, his elbow and shoulder and a bit of his torso are offside. You can't score with your arm. If his leg's offside, then yes, I can understand. It's part of his upper torso, elbow, arm area that's offside. So interpretation of the offside rule comes into it. Now, we can argue that we've seen even more marginal decisions given with VAR, so we have to go with precedent that it's given. It's going to frustrate people. There is no winning at this one. Do we want the game to flow or do we want the decisions to be correct? And in this case, it's a bit. We've also seen them not given with the VAR failing and stuff. So look at the Wolves Liverpool game last night. So VAR has already raised some controversy in this third round with its use. But that's on 16 minutes. It takes 33 minutes for Villa to stabilise the situation and take the lead through Morgan Sanson on 33 minutes with his first goal for the club. It's a very good goal. But Villa have had a few more warning shots. Stevenage have hit the bar. And Villa aren't looking completely comfortable at this point. They are looking vulnerable. Now, they go in at half-time 1-0 up. The second half, Stevenage don't look as confident, although they're still trying. They're not having as many shots and as many opportunities. They're showing good interplay in two-thirds of the field. It's the final third where they're not having that ability to test Olsen in the goal. Going the other way, Villa are wasteful, and that has been costly for them. Coutinho has had multiple opportunities in this game. Multiple opportunities. And Philippe Coutinho is a very, very good player. I think what's happened since he's left Liverpool, the Barcelona experiment, I think that's damaged his confidence over the last few years. He's still a very capable player. Is Unai Emery using him in his correct position, or is this his favoured position? What is his favoured position? Is he more of a floating attacking midfielder who can drop deep and then augment the striking lineup? I don't know, but he's had a decent game. He's trying, but wasteful. Needs to be better. And then the red card and the penalty. And this is Villa. Basically, they're in a comfortable position, but they're only 1-0, but they're comfortable. And they overplay out from the back. There's a back pass, there's a pass out. I don't know what Dendoncker is doing. He fluffs his lines. The attacking player nicks the ball off him. He fouls him twice. He pulls his shirt back. Should be a free kick. The referee's clearly let that one go, and then he brings him down the box. The referee gives a penalty and a red card. The VAR backs him up. But if it's not a mistake and it's not an error, why does VAR have to spend a lengthy 3 to 4 minute spell looking at confirming the decision? Surely it's if there's an error that VAR has to step in. The referee's got it right, surely not. Now, is the foul worthy of a red card? There are other players in and around the box, including the goalkeeper. He's given the red card. The VAR's backed up, so it's confirmed his decision. So again, VAR, while the decision's correct, it doesn't actually have to be used. Really, it's not. The referee should be given the benefit of the doubt, unless it's a dive in there. There isn't, but correctly given decision. But it's again the delay in getting that decision done. Getting a bit frustrated with VAR there. Some of the games has been really good. Some of the games are really bad, and at Liverpool it failed. So VAR has been becoming a bit controversial for good, bad, and ugly reasons. Anyway, the penalty is given. Dendoncker's off. Jamie Reid steps up after a lengthy wait, and he sends Olsen the keeper the wrong way, slots it in the bottom corner on 88 minutes, and now Villa are down at 10 men. Now, do they want to win the game or take a replay? Because in the next round they've got to play Stoke, whoever wins this game. Ooh, Stoke away. Oh yeah. Can they do it on Stoke away on a wet Friday night? A corner's given, and there's another penalty shout. It's not given. Corner. They take it short. They pile all the big players in the box. Stevenage go for this now. They smell the blood in the water. They can taste it. Villa are all over the place. They've had a meltdown. They go short, and Dean Campbell just drills it low and hard, unmarked, no pressure on him. Olsen, keeper should do better. He goes underneath him, goes through him. But it's a very well taken corner. They plan that deliberately off the training ground. Should they be in that position where the opposition have been reduced to 10 men, maybe they will take the corner differently. I think that's a deliberate plan, training ground move. That's not a spur of the moment call. They've noticed that the defence is deep. Nice little short corner, one touch, bang, out the feet. That's only his second ever senior goal for Dean Campbell. That's a very, very good goal by a young player. That's on stroke of 90 minutes. We have 6 minutes of added time. But Villa don't look likely at getting an equaliser at this point. They have completely had a meltdown. And it's literally a 5-minute spell at the end of the second half. They were cruising, but because they were so wasteful in front of goal, that has cost them. And Stevenage hung in there and didn't show much in the second half until that last 5 minutes. However, they've shocked. They've gone after a lacklustre and complacent Villa side, and Villa deservedly have been knocked out at the third round stage. So the winner, Stevenage, go on to play Stoke City in the next round. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. What are your thoughts on the game? Place your comments in the comment section below, and I'll have some more videos for you very, very soon.